and heart palpitations. Weinstein found guilty earlier in the day for attacks on 2 women. He'll be sentenced next month.
He fell down a 100-foot mine shaft, then went more than 3 days without food or water, all being surrounded by rattlesnakes. And he survived. Now, more than a year later, he's speaking only with ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw, who went back to the rescue site tonight just west of Wickenburg near the town of Aguila.
It's always on my mind.
Not a day goes by that John Waddell doesn't think of this mine shaft.
It almost took my life.
October 17th, 2018.
He's taking off right now, that helicopter carrying a man who was trapped in a mine for more than 48 hours.
Didn't think I was going to live at all.
But John, an Army vet, fought like hell.
I would bite the corner of my blisters to get some moisture out of it. It was pus.
He also used a stick as a splint for his broken leg and as a weapon.
The tail started to go underneath my arm. I could feel the vibration from the rattles. And I took the stick and I just killed the rattlesnake. It was either him or me.
John says he killed 3 snakes, but by the 3rd day, he was sure he'd die in the hole with them, snapping this selfie for his daughter to find one day.
That is when all hope expired.
Fortunately, his neighbor remembered to check on him, and an MCSO rescue team lifted him out and flew him to a hospital where he spent 2 weeks.
My ankle was pretty well destroyed.
John's filed a new lawsuit claiming an important piece of equipment that was holding him in place at the top of this mine shaft failed, and that the company who made it is responsible for his nearly 100-foot fall.
I'm alleging that their product was faulty. I have suffered every day since the accident.
John has a limp and perpetual leg pain.
The worst damage was mentally.
Not being able to pursue his passion and livelihood.
Mining has been my life for 18 years.
Now, it's been nearly 18 months since John rappelled down a shaft. But he's determined to find out if there's gold next to those dead rattlesnakes.
I never did see what was down there, so it's eating me alive. I've got to know.
Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.
Well, the man you just heard from, John Waddell, fell down that abandoned mine. It's not the only one in our state. We have an estimated 100,000 abandoned mines, and only about 1/5 of those have actually been found. Not all of the discovered ones have even been secured.
Your voice, your vote. I'm FREDRICKS, and the focus now turns to South Carolina. Debate there tomorrow ahead of a critical primary. 7 Democratic candidates qualifying for the debate in Charleston. Then those candidates will spend the rest of the week rallying their supporters ahead of the South Carolina primary on Saturday. A busy schedule ahead for the Democrats, including a debate here in Phoenix set for March 15th. Also tonight,
great being here in the great state of Arizona with thousands of hard-working patriots.
making his pitch directly to Arizona voters. President Trump in Phoenix just last week, and he's turning that rally into a 90-second commercial set to debut tomorrow as part of an ad blitz here. Arizona seen by many as a swing state heading into the 2020 election.
Shootings involving federal officers. We've seen several recently in the Valley, and new tonight, students at ASU going in depth on these cases. The Howard Center at ASU's Cronkite School just releasing a report on shootings involving a federal unit called Homeland Security Investigations. One of them, a shootout last year at Ahwatukee, right in the middle of the street. ASU students then spending months researching this little-known unit and their role in big cases.
When we found out about the shooting in Ahwatukee, it obviously raised some questions for us. One is how often does this happen? We weren't aware of the agency when we first heard about this shooting in Ahwatukee, so we wanted to know about the agency.
The students found since 2011 there have been at least 13 shootings involving HSI agents, most of those here in Arizona.